Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. This is kind of slightly what I was worried about. I'm warning you right now, Katie. This is a mod that has massive spoilers for the route you want to play through with me. Just telling you right now. Is massive spoilers. Yeah, I won't start right away, though. I won't start it right away, right away. And I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're doing good. I had a feeling this was going to happen at some point. I did have a feeling this is going to happen at some point. Oh, well. To be fair, I thought this wouldn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. It looks like I'm going to have to continue this even beyond this week. Because I think I'm only at like the halfway point of this mod, and it's only Act 1. And, I mean, Act 1 is the only thing that's here, because this is long as hell. We need to pick a day to play it again? Yes, absolutely we do. Absolutely. No, is he gonna make me sneeze, or... No, apparently not. If y'all haven't gone and checked out Katybug, though, you really, honestly should. I'm speechless. She's one of the people that makes me speechless. Like, how can I describe Katybug? How? I don't know how anymore. She's really cool. She's got a, fantastic looking model. A lot of great art that goes along with that model. Plays a nice variety of games. Is just a super swell person to chill and talk with. And also, they might be having their birthday in a few days, so, wink wink. Check out all their links if you want to, like, get them a little something something, wink wink. Nice big stretch. Okay, so, right. We're continuing on with, the Katawa Shoujo Sisterhood mod. Just continuing on through. Last time we left off on... pretty much a date. Well, before then, it was more of... Again, it was more of like Hanako working for the newspaper club to help them out. And feeling really proud of herself for doing it, too. Even, good old Hisao and Lily giving, like, good job, Hanako. You did good kind of thing when she was, like, showing off the final product to them. The day before it gets officially distributed. But then when they were leaving, and Hanako saying she wanted to do some more tea parties and stuff again, now that Lily is back, for like a split second, Lily had a sad, like, expression on her face. And that kind of stuck with her. She didn't really understand why she would look so sad. We know why she would look so sad. We know. We know why. Yeah, and after that, just Hanako and Hisao go on a date. After having a very sensual back rub. They're doing the cute couple thing, because of course they are. And they go on a date to an arcade of all things, which I say that's a pretty primo date spot. And just kind of having a good time for the most part, until Hisao kind of confronts her about, hey, I said I was gonna pay for all of this. Why are you still trying to pay for things? And even bringing up, every time I do something for you, you try to, like, immediately pay me back the same way. That's not really a great way to go about this kind of thing. You say it's a give and take relationship, but it feels more like You feel like you're trying to honor a debt you owe me now? And we don't really like that. Can we try not to? You don't owe me anything. I can do things for you, and I don't need anything in return. And she kind of got it. I think she's still a little apprehensive about it because it's Hanako, but she's getting there. She's getting there. Now we're on to the second half of their date here, which is just a restaurant. I think I'm going to give my voice a little bit of a break this time, and just do the narration as my normal talking voice rather than trying to do the Hanako voice throughout the narration and all her lines. It'll just be easier on me for today. I've done it for like five streams in a row. 4 streams in a row. This will be number 5. It's just been getting a bit much, I'll be honest. I'd rather just talk with my normal voice for this. Just for this one. I can only do narrations in different voices for so long. I ain't professional in any way, shape, or form, guys. I'm just an idiot on the internet. I do this for your entertainment, and a lot of you really do like it, which... it makes me happy that you guys like it. It really does make me happy you guys like when I try and give characters and VNs and stuff voices. It is hard, though. I'll be honest, it is actually kind of hard, especially when there's a crap ton of characters on screen at once. And they all decide to want to talk at the same time. Flipping between voices like that is a bit much. I'm kind of glad I'm done the 2 Gundam games I was playing that really heavily featured multiple characters. I'm not having to switch through so many voices at once now. Hallelujah. So, yeah, we're just gonna go for, you know, I'll probably aim for my normal 2 hours or so. And, yeah, see how far we get. I can judge how much more I'm gonna need to stream this game later. I'm not gonna go into it next week as well. I didn't want that to disappear. I'm not gonna go into it next week as well. I still want to change things up because, you know, I got other stuff to do. Got other games I want to play and finish because I'm the crazy SOB that has multiple games on the go at once. One of which is a full JRPG. That'll take me well, I say it's going to take me quite a bit of time to finish that one off, but in all honesty, I'm pretty sure I'm well past the halfway point. If I'm remembering the sequence of everything, I'm past the halfway point. The only thing that would take me really long, it would make me that extend even longer, is if I want to do a bunch of side quest stuff. Which, I'll decide as I go. You know, the usual. Anyway. Let's get back into Sisterhood here. The peaceful corner of the coffee shop where we decide to take a breather after leaving the arcade is a refreshing change from the bustling of the crowded arcade hall. While my difficulty with crowds hasn't raised its head enough to ruin my fun this evening, it still feels good to relax in a quiet place for a while. I'm still impressed with the Hisao sprite they got. I'm still impressed with that. Sorry it took so long. Hisao returns from the counter holding a bottle of soda and a cup of hot cocoa. Okay, he looks pissed. Like, honestly, he looks pissed. He sits down next to me, puts the soda in front of himself, and shows me a frustrated frown for a moment before giving me the cocoa. The couple in front of me took ages to make up their mind about their order. I was about to give up and take you somewhere else. It's okay. I had someone to keep me company. Aww. Wait, it came out of the crane machine and it's already missing an eye? We both look at the plush puppy we liberated from the crane game near the arcade's entrance through our combined efforts. We could have obtained several more stuffed toys for the number of efforts it took us to get this specific one. He's special. I'm sure he'll feel at home at Yamaku. What's special about the dog in question is actually the fact that that his left eye is missing. Blech. Learn to read, learn to say it as it's written. Ugh. That is my problem, guys. I read too fast, and then word goes quicker than brain. It probably got damaged at some point. When I noticed that, I made a special effort to obtain him, despite the fact he was lying pretty far away from the crane's starting point. A new member of our little disabled family, huh? I nod. I'm still deciding whether to let him live in my room, or let Lily take care of him. Maybe you should leave him with Lily, so he and I don't end up becoming rivals for your affection. Oh my god. I giggle at this weird idea. I think I have more than enough affection from both of you. So, you already decided on a name for him? I think I'll call him Niji. Niji? At the orphanage, they had a dog that some of the children took care of. Niji was what they called him. Were you one of those children? I shake my head. You don't like animals? I've heard that a lot of people who, well, are not good with other people tend to form strong bonds with their pets. I do like them. At least, I think I do. It's just, everyone who wanted to take care of him was also tasked with walking the dog every few days. And that dog really liked being outside and running in the park and playing with other dogs. Yeah, I could see why she didn't like taking care of him. But I didn't really like going outside. And walking your dog tends to make other people approach you for small talk. So, I thought he was in better hands with other children. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense for her, you know, everything. That's a shame, Hanako. That dog missed out on a great friend. So did you, most likely. Maybe you can reconsider it once you have a place of your own in the future. That's probably still far off, but thank you, Hisao. Hey, Hanako, you enjoying the date so far? God damn it, I love it. They're too cute together, guys. They're actually too cute together. I love it. I love it a lot. I love this mod. I do love this mod. Ah. Yes, I am. I wouldn't mind going back to the game center sometime. There's still many games we didn't get to play yet. Great. Good. I'm happy to hear that. I wouldn't mind going back there myself either. Oh, sorry, I was about to immediately default into Hanako for the narration there. I'm trying to give my voice a rest so I don't have to do her voice nearly as much today. Is he getting nervous? And what does he mean by so far? Won't we be going back? We won't be going back to Yamaku yet? But won't we go... Okay, a little bit of spelling error in there. It is still a work in progress. They'll find it eventually. So I'll go with won't we be going back? We won't be. Okay, won't we be going back to Yamaku yet? That feels a little weird and clunky. I think maybe we won't be going back to Yamaku yet. Just swap the we and the won't, add the be in there. That might make it a little more flow a little better. So, did you have more planned? Does it have to do with that backpack you've been carrying around all the time? The backpack contains, among a few other things, my medication. His medication? Why would he take that along? Wait a second. So, do you mean... He takes a deep breath, realizing it's probably too late to dismiss the issue, and then looks me in the eyes. Oh my god. Hanako, would you like it if we spent the night together somewhere around here? Well, that's a thing. I swear to God. Well, he's becoming a little more bold. And we'll say that. He's becoming a lot more bold now. But he's still a nervous wreck about this stuff, too. As I step out of the bath, I can't help but think that this is like one of those romance novels where a guy and a girl go out, have dinner and a date, then spend the night at a hotel consummating the relationship. They've already done that, technically, before they were in the relationship. And they did other stuff. After taking a break at a coffee shop near the arcade we visited, I expected us to return to Yamaku. Then Hisao proposed spending the night at a hotel nearby. And that's exactly what we ended up doing. They still have school. They technically still have school. Unless it's like Sunday where they don't have school. Or Saturday right after. I don't know. It just feels weird. I don't know. It just feels weird. They already had the break from school, so how are they already on another one? To be able to spend the night at a hotel. Whatever. We ended up splitting the costs. Hisao didn't object this time, and got a nice room on the 8th floor with a soft carpet, a double bed, and a clean bathroom. Hisao took a rather quick bath, but told me I could take my time, and I was happy to take some time in order to get myself cleaned up. As fun as the arcade had been, the smell there wasn't exactly heavenly, and I felt like the odor of perspiration rubbed off on me. Well, maybe some of it is my own. The cabinet in the bathroom contained a few small flasks of fragrant shampoo that I gratefully made use of. You're welcome, Katie. Enjoy your lurk and hope you have a good time with the fam. This game better not make me hide this again if they're going to go through smut again. Consummating the relationship. Hisao never said anything specific, but I'm not so naive as to believe we're merely here to sleep in a bigger bed. Nor do I think we got ourselves a room far from the noisy dorm rooms in order to just give each other a helping hand in the dark, like we've done a few times before now. Oh my god. If we go all the way tonight and I can manage to enjoy it, we'll be closer than before. I'm probably gonna have to hide the screen and skip through a bunch of dialogue again, aren't I? If not, we'll probably spend the next few days apologizing to each other. I put on the soft bathrobe that Hisao left here for my perusal? Perusal? What? Huh? Oh, it is just perusal. Okay. I don't know why it looks just so off to me. Thanks, Facebook. I had to open Facebook opens first now whenever I do this. Oh, God. I hate this. I hate this run right now, guys. I didn't want to see more of that. Ugh, I hate these things. Funko Pop Gundams just look terrible. They look. I'm sorry. They don't look good. Just no. The lower bodies are fine. It's the oversized heads with the weird mouth thing going on. They don't look good. They don't look good. Just just buy the SD kits, build them. You will have your tiny Gundam with a big head, and it'll look so much better. And not be like an immovable brick, like a Funko Pop. I do not like this. The lineup is just really random. Okay, Wings Zero and Epion. Okay, yeah, that's a set, obviously. Those two, they're like polar opposites. One's got a really big gun that can destroy pretty much anything. One's got a really big sword that can destroy anything. Both can transform and fly. But used by more the Char clone and the main character. Cool. Awesome. Why just regular Death Scythe as a third? Why just regular Death Scythe? Is really the odd one out because the first two are like upgrades. Well, the Death Scythe is an initial one. That feels really random and out of place compared to these two. So I don't know why they chose them. I mean, I think I know why they chose them. Everyone loves the Death Scythe. I mean, I like the Death Scythe. It's a dark armored Gundam that uses a fucking beam scythe as a weapon. It is an edgier Gundam used by one of the more happy-go-lucky characters in the entire franchise. But like, it just feels out of place next to Wing Zero and Epion. If it was the Death Scythe Hell, maybe. I feel like a better one they could have put here could have been something like the Tall Geese. Or actually, scrap Epion, scrap Wing Zero, put Wing Gundam and Tall Geese, and then Death Scythe makes more sense. Or you can scrap all three, go Wing Gundam, Tall Geese, and a Leo. I don't know. I don't know. This just popped up again. I saw it and I just immediately to it. I just I don't. I don't like it at all. It's just Ugh. Just okay. I'm pretty damn sure there's an SD Wing Zero. Let's see. Oh, there's that. There's gotta be. Yeah, yeah, there is. There 100% is. Like, that looks better. That looks better than whatever the fuck that is. Hold on. Both are technically super deformed, but one looks so much better than the other. So much better. Yeah, guess what? It's not the Funko Pop. This one is ass. Like, absolute ass. This one looks good. I don't know why I got on that diatribe. Well, I know why I did, but I just did. Okay. I have my thoughts and feelings about that. I got my thoughts and feelings. I can have opinions from time to time. I'm allowed to have my opinions about that stuff. Oh my, how have we already been here for a half hour? Hmm. Actually, a little surprised about that. I don't know. I don't know how a half hour went by, but okay, I'll take it. Where are all the other towels? I saw Hisao carrying some of them. What exactly is he planning? I walk over to the place where our clothes are piled up and fish my hair clip out of the pocket of my pants. I apply the clip, say a little prayer for good luck, and leave the bathroom. Oh my god, they got that. I'm gonna have to skip through a scene now, aren't I? The first thing I notice is that the room isn't quite like I expected it to be. I thought it'd either be completely dark or the lights near the bed being lit, but neither is the case. None of the lights are on, yet I can still make out the interior somewhat, particularly near the window, due to the curtains still being drawn back. I also noticed the room's pretty warm. Did he turn the radiator up? The second thing that stands out is the fact that nobody is sitting or lying on the bed. Sao, who's wearing a bathrobe similar to mine, is sitting on the floor near the window, in the spot illuminated by the moonlight and lights from the city. What the hell are you planning? Oh my god. Does he want to do it on the floor? Isn't that uncomfortable? Hisao? Oh my god, they gave him a bathrobe sprite? Hisao looks in my direction and beckons. As I approach him, I notice he spread one of the blankets on the floor and put the towels he took from the bathroom on top of it, creating what almost looks like a makeshift picnic blanket. A moonlight picnic? Kind of resembles it, doesn't it? A little bit. That would be a pretty shoddy picnic. No glasses, no napkins, just a bottle of... What's in there anyway? What's in the large flat bowl nearby? Oh my god. No. Do not tell me he just has a bottle of whiskey and pretzels. If he does, they rolled in fucking Kenji's goof ending. Oh, God. I walk over to Hisao and sit next to him, trying to make sense of things. What do you have there? Where did that bowl come from? And what's in the bottle? He gives me a sheepish grin. The stuff from the bottle needed to be mixed with some hot water, so I got this bowl. It's actually a fruit bowl. As for the bottle... Are we gonna be intimate or practice science together? In a way, you could call it lubricant, and in a way... Lubricant? Oh my god. Does he plan to skip foreplay? Or is he planning something else? My expression must have given me away as Asao puts his hand on my shoulder as if to reassure me. Relax, we're not gonna do anything weird. Yeah, we're not gonna do an Emmy route. Lemons in the shed. If you know, you know. Are you sure about that? Sorry. Anyway, you enjoyed the shoulder rubs and massages we've shared, didn't you? Yes, I did. I was thinking we could do a more intimate massage. That stuff in the bottle is a special type of massage gel. Oh my god. Okay. Didn't you just say it was lubricant? It's both, actually. Its main purpose is to act as a massage lotion, but since it's so smooth and slippery, it can double as a lubricant. Oh my god. For fuck's sakes, dude. Is it also a kitchen degreaser? I try to digest what Hisao's saying. He has put more thought into this whole thing than I expected. A massage. So we'll be rubbing that stuff on each other? Yes, that's how a massage works, Hanako. That explains why we're sitting on the floor and why he has covered the area with towels. Where did you get this? A little shop in the city last weekend. I was actually going for some ordinary massage lotion, but the guy behind the counter said this was the ultimate experience for a couple. Oh my god, dude. He's just trying to get rid of dead stock. I swear to god, he's just getting rid of dead stock. I didn't tell him we were fairly new at this, though. Couple. I really like the sound of that word. I tried to get some more information about this kind of thing, but... most sites that came up wouldn't make it through the computer lab's content filter. This is the year, 2000s, guys. Like, mid-2000s. Smartphones aren't a thing yet. We have flip phones. They're not going on the internet to look things up. There's no apps yet. Not a thing yet. So he's got to rely on a school's computer lab. That's not exactly reassuring. So, how does this work? Do you want to try it? You went through a lot of effort to arrange all this. We can stop anytime you want. I meekly nod. I'm getting ready to just skip through it if it's just literally becomes smut. Sao pulls me closer in a gentle hug and carefully puts his lips on mine. We can start with this. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna just skip through that. I'm sorry, guys. Well, it's really warm gel. making sure, yeah, you guys can see it. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Uh-huh. Yeah, sorry, I'm not reading through all this, guys. It's a little weird even for me. Yeah, he's just rubbing it on her now, like, slowly but surely. Starting normal? Arms, I guess? And now she's, like, getting ticklish? Oh, good lord. Yeah, okay, yeah, uh-huh. Okay, now he's rubbing it on her ass. Okay, yeah. Oh my god, now he's just staring at her ass. Uh-huh. Okay, yep. Yeah, there was no shot. I was reading through all that. No. Yeah, he's done her back, so guess what he's got to do this time? And now he's... Oh, good Christ almighty. Okay, yeah, no, there was no shot. Yeah, no shot. This is... We're getting into it. No shot. No shot, guys. Okay, he's staring at her, as they're now both pretty much nude together. She doesn't want him to, like, really look because she's nervous, but he's just, you know, being smooth operator. He's now making her look in the mirror for some reason, at herself. Uh-huh. He, like, made her look at herself in the mirror, and that apparently made her somehow feel better about herself? Even though in that same sentence, that same entire thing, she said she usually doesn't like looking at herself even when she's fully clothed in mirrors. Oh my god. It's just still going. It's still going, guys. Oh my, yeah, there was no fucking way in hell I was reading this. Uh-huh, yeah, they're about to do the do. Kinda. Not really, they're covered in the gel apparently now, and they're like, just kind of rubbing each other. This is weird. Honestly, this is kind of weird. I'm glad I'm just skipping through it for you guys. I mean, nothing has come up yet, but, okay, yeah, now she's just grabbing it. Yeah, I'm just trying to get through this, guys. This is just weird. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, they have a Hisao model up screen right now that is, very much implied to not be wearing anything at all. That bathrobe is gone, and there is no indication he's got clothing at all. Also, they never put nipples on the model itself, so he's just kind of like a Ken doll. He's just a Ken doll. I'm not gonna bring it up just because I don't want to like tempt fate. Huh. So without actually truly doing the two, she got him off. Then he was like, you could probably still get pregnant from it. And then she just drops the bomb. I've been on the pill since we went to that Hokkaido trip with Lily. Oh, okay. Thanks for just dropping that. Oh, she got Lily to get them for her. Of course she did. Okay, then. Okay, so she's not fully ready for the real thing, but she's getting there. She's getting there. Okay, now he says trying to be nice about it because like he's like saying, "Okay, if you're not ready for it, that's fine. You're not going to be able to enjoy it if you're not relaxed." And that's just making her spiral. Because, like, you're going to feel bad because I can't relax and enjoy it, and then I can't relax because I don't want you to feel bad, and it just becomes a vicious cycle that's. Yeah, that's what she's saying here. I'm just dictating this stuff to you guys right now because, oh my god, there was no way I was reading through that entire scene. Okay, now they're just gonna go for it. They figure, okay, you don't have to be fully relaxed. That was a little bit of discomfort. I mean, she said it's like a little bit of discomfort won't ruin the mood. Alright, now they're just going for it. They're just going for it. Okay, yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, there's no fucking way I was gonna read this out. Well, I didn't think I'd have a big blank black screen for a good chunk of this right now. I swear to God. Just no, okay, no, now they are doing it for real. It was just more warm-up last time. Okay, holy shit. Yeah, okay, we get it. Oh my God. Oh, I managed to skip through it pretty fast. And Hisao, like any dude, just like, alright, I'm done, I'm going to bed. Just conked out immediately after the fact. Okay. Scene's done. They had a good time together. That's the gist of it. They had a good time together. We cool? We all copacetic? Yeah, we all copacetic. Oh my God, I think I'm finally back to Hisao, just narration normally. So, no lightheadedness, chest pains, or tingling feet this morning? No irregularities during the weekend? The nurse casually slurps some coffee while asking me the typical routine questions, to which I respond with the typical routine answers. Not at all. Set a good pace this morning. Coach was pretty pleased. No problems at all. Are you sure? Uh-huh. Why would I suddenly get complications? I've been sticking to the schedule, and I haven't had a single flutter since I started training. Emmy said you tried to skip our checkup this morning. I roll my eyes. I did indeed try to go straight to my dorm to shower and get dressed, but Emmy wouldn't have any of that. It's really hard to enjoy such wash stream with a black screen. I'm sorry, Nick. You wanna know what 90% of that I had blacked out was going to be? A black screen that just had the text box at the bottom. I'm not even kidding. I just denied you a text box of smut. Of just describing two teens awkwardly trying to have fun with each other. God fucking damn it. Ah, it's good. It's a thing. But how you doing, Nick? How you doing? All you really need to know is they managed to do the do. Hanako thanked him for it, calling it a pleasant time and a pleasant, memorable moment for them. That there's more trust between them now. That's the gist of that scene. There's now more trust between them. I have some homework I have to look over before class, and I figured I could afford to skip this once. This whole thing has become such an automated routine for both of us. I sometimes wonder if it's still necessary. I can't blame you for thinking like that, but the moment we start making these sessions optional, we're setting you up for adopting bad habits. I've had this kind of thing with Emmy a little while back, and in the end she came down with an infection and had to get around in a wheelchair for a while. Yeah, that happened in her route. And in her case, it wasn't even potentially life-threatening. I can't really afford to take those kinds of risks with you. I had a feeling my excuse was going to provoke a lecture like this. I learned long ago that the best thing to do is just nod and agree whenever the nurse drops the lame jokes and gets into serious mode. Now, if you just take your shirt off and let me check your heartbeat, you can go back to your homework in a minute. I shrug, and instead of taking my shirt off, I simply pull it up until my chest scar is completely revealed. The nurse frowns a bit at this deviation from the usual protocol, but then gives in and presses his stethoscope against my chest without further questions. Well, I'm not picking up anything out of the ordinary. Oh, but good. Although... Yes? You just wanted to go straight back to your dorm because of homework? Yes? Is there something wrong with that? The nurse's smile turns slightly wicked as he taps the chest piece of the stethoscope. It's just that your heart rate just said something else. You're not exactly a good liar. It's nothing related to my heart. Isn't that enough? Fine, fine. Let me check your heartbeat one last time, and then you can go. Eager to get it over with, I lift my shirt again, but the nurse shakes his head. I'll go with a different angle this time. You're back. Huh? I consider protesting, but can't make up a valid excuse in time, so I lift up the back of my shirt and press the chest. So I let him lift up the back of my shirt and press the chest piece down left of my spine. He listens for a second, then takes off the stethoscope and gives a satisfied nod. Your heart rate sounds steady enough. Must have been the additional exercise that did it. Either this guy's extremely sharp, or he simply has a dirty mind. If there were still any doubts in his mind about the origin of the thin, red marks on my back, my wincing expression probably blew those right out of the wall. Oh my god. Oh my god. I guess he, ooh. I guess Hanako really enjoyed it if she's scratching his back during. The nurse knows. The nurse knows. If his grin were to get any wider, the top of his face would probably fall off. So, your girlfriend's a scratcher, eh? It's always the ones you least suspect. Don't you have any shame at all? I turn around and prepare to leave before he comes up with more ways to fluster me. Before I can turn the doorknob, I hear him call out to me. Isao, can I have just one more moment? I turn around and the nurse motions me to sit down again. Sorry about the joke. You can't deny that the opportunity was too good to ignore. If I upset you, we can talk tomorrow. So he's not gonna drop it. Might as well get it over with now. With an emphasized sigh, I sit down in the chair in front of him. You started sleeping with her? If I say no, are you gonna take out the stethoscope again? He grins an amused grin, then shakes his head. You're not very good at keeping a poker face, Isao. I think I can do without it for now. I realize there are regulations here, but it didn't take place on the school grounds. At least not this time. I'm not going to give you a hard time over that. Enforcing those regulations isn't my job. Watching over your health is. You're not gonna demand a checkup after every time we... Are you? He laughs out loud at this before winking at me. I could, if you'd like me to. Hey, Masquerado, how's it going? Not freaking likely. Probably not. The only thing I'd like to know is if your heart ever acted up during one of those times. I'm sure you are aware of the fact that it's not completely without risks. I had a brief moment during our first time. That was before I started working out. It was over after a few seconds. He briefly nods. If you're able to handle your current training regime, you're probably able to handle that kind of stuff as well. Though it might be smart to let your girlfriend take the active role if you start feeling tired, and avoid actions that place too much strain on your body at all costs. You're good? Good. I'm doing alright. Just be sure not to ignore warning signs and stop if you feel something's off, no matter how tempting it may be to continue. Keep the big head in charge at all times. My girlfriend's very vigilant about that kind of stuff. She knows it the first time, too. She'd definitely stop me if she suspected something to be wrong. She even thought up a safe word I can use if my chest suddenly starts hurting. It's a relief to hear she's looking out for you. You're more laid back about this than I expected. He chuckles. I suspect this is not the first time he's had this kind of discussion with a student. I prefer the term pragmatic. When kids become adolescents and develop a healthy sex drive, for fuck's sakes, of course, they're not going to pay much attention to a preachy guy in a white coat telling them to stop having fun. Might as well make sure they at least go about it in a responsible way. But if something does happen, even if it's a minor red flag, I want you to bring it to my attention immediately. That's not a mere request. His grin returns as he gives me a playful pat on the shoulder. It's kind of unsettling how quickly this guy can switch back and forth between being immature and authoritative. I promise I won't try to embarrass you. He tries his best to look trustworthy, though I'm not completely sure how he'd be able to keep that promise. Well, that's all. See you tomorrow. I nod, get up, and head for the door. As I'm about to leave, the nurse gives me one more sly look. By the way, Hisao, applying the chest piece to someone's back is part of monitoring the lungs. For the heart, you always put it on the chest. Always. Since it was immediately obvious you were trying to hide your back, I needed to make up a little excuse. Didn't think you'd fall for it. He lets out a maniacal laugh before turning back to his computer, leaving me flabbergasted. Of course, he suspected. He fucking just suspected. Is like, let's see if I can get him to show it off. Can my suspicions be confirmed? As I finish setting up the pawns, a delicious smell teases my nostrils. Wow, that smells pretty good. Oh, Hanako. Hanako beams at my words and speeds up unpacking the lunch she's made for the two of us. Hanako making lunch for us both has become a regularly occurring event, and other than one instance where the food she cooked tasted, well, not really bad, but definitely a little weird, I don't really have anything to complain about. I probably should return the favor more often, but I know Hanako enjoys indulging in her domestic side, and I enjoy experiencing this side of her. Aren't you gonna pour the tea? I notice Hanako's finished preparing the tea, but isn't really getting ready to serve it yet. I'd like to wait for Lily if that's okay with you. Why don't you have a seat in the meantime? I like how we're seeing her just smile more often now, too. Like, that's just awesome. I want to see more of the custom sprite with her hair out of her other eye with the hair clip. Ooh. She approaches the table, takes a moment to decide, and then sits down next to me, putting her hands on top of mine. Can I have one little bite, just a sample? Just one, then. Could you open your mouth, please? I roll my eyes. Does she really enjoy this kind of thing that much? Apparently. But hey, she trusts you enough to do this. She feels comfy doing this with you. Enjoy it, bro. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the shit out of it. I know how to use chopsticks. I've been using them for a large portion of my life. Please? Alright then. I open my mouth slightly as Hanako uses her chopsticks to pick up a piece of chicken and put it into my mouth. When I close my mouth and she withdraws the chopsticks, she has this childish smile on her face. Tastes very good. Can't wait to taste the rest. When Lily gets here... It's nice to have a few moments together. After we came back from our date yesterday, we both had to focus on finishing homework. And due to my running sessions each morning, we can't see each other before class either. After class, I have club activities to tend to, and Hanako's decided to help out the newspaper club for another week. I struck her hand for a bit before noticing her other hand is fixed on the lower part of her neck. I remember she was in a similar posture for the entire duration of class. I give her an amused smile. Oh my god. I gave her a fucking hickey. How's your hickey, Hanako? Is it still visible? She flushes profoundly at my question before meekly nodding. It was when I checked this morning. oh boy. Ooh. Give me a second there. Despite her posture, I'm sure the hickey on Hanako's collarbone wouldn't be visible to anyone unless she removed her blouse in front of them. I made sure not to leave it in a place that her school uniform would leave exposed. Oh, how considerate. You know, when I suggested giving you one in return for those marks on my back, I was speaking in jest. There was no real need to go through with it. When we woke up that morning in our hotel room, we first spent our time lazily cuddling in bed and feeding each other the sandwiches we bought for the occasion at the coffee shop the night before. And it wasn't until we went to take a bath together in order to wash off the lotion residue that Hanako noticed the red marks on my upper back. Oh my god. She didn't remember leaving them, and I didn't remember receiving them. So they must have been made while we were too much into the heat of the moment to notice. Regardless, Hanako immediately started stammering apologies, causing me to jokingly point out I could leave a little mark of my own so we could call it even and drop the matter. I didn't expect her to latch onto that remark as strongly as she did, so in order to settle the matter, I gave her a small suction mark on her collarbone. Oh my god. I had the impression that at the time, she didn't exactly hate receiving it, embarrassing as it was. It's okay. Nobody noticed. My thoughts returned to my checkup with that demon of a nurse this morning. I wish I could say the same.
What?
I roll my eyes. It might be a good idea to avoid the nurse for a week or so.
He noticed?
I relate my experience in the nurse office to Hanako. When I finish my story, the result is a muffled giggle. Except the sound isn't coming from Hanako, but from beyond the doorway. Oh my god, Lily walked in! She walked in! Oh my god. We turn towards it and are mortified to see Lily standing there. Her hand is raised in front of her mouth, but her shaking shoulders make it obvious she's bursting with laughter on the inside. Hanako lets out a soft, desperate whimper and promptly shuts down, covering her face with her cupped hands in embarrassment. I let out a gasp myself, but managed to collect myself enough to greet Lily. Something tells me I won't be able to count on Hanako for the time being. You picked an awkward moment to join us, Lily. Lily makes an apologetic gesture while still trying not to laugh out loud.
It appears that I did. I won't be here for very long, however, so perhaps things won't be uncomfortable for too long.
You're not joining us? Class rep duties again? It's happened pretty often lately. Lily simply nods.
Perhaps I'll be able to make up for it tonight. I came here to invite you to join me in my room this evening. Akira will be coming over, and it would be nice to hang out together.
Sounds like a good idea. We'll be there.
Wonderful. Until tonight, then.
With a polite wave, Lily walks out of the room. She's still fucking flabbergasted. I turn to Hanako, who's still in the same position as she was when we first noticed Lily, as if time had stopped around her. Hanako, she's gone. Let's just have our tea now and play a little match. Hanako, still covering her face, manages to give a nod and stiffly gets up to get the teapot. 15 minutes later, I score my first easy victory on her in 2 months. We could just ask her directly.
I know. But I'm afraid she'll just smile and dismiss it.
So now the plan is to ask her sister behind her back?
I don't really like it either. But I'm a bit worried.
After I finish my homework for the day and head over to Lily's dorm room, I ran into Hanako, who was waiting outside the girls' dorm building, and who wanted to take a little walk with me first. And now we're standing near the school gate, waiting for Akira to arrive. I realize Lily's been absent from lunch more often than usual, and we didn't have many get-togethers until last week. But does that really suggest that there's something wrong? She could simply have more than usual class rep duties to tend to.
I don't think that's the case. I asked one of her classmates today, and he said things weren't any busier than usual in class. Nothing out of the ordinary happened recently that could result in more work for her.
You asked one of her classmates? That's an interesting development. Despite the fact that Hanako has become quite a bit less passive than she used to be while being around me, she still has a tendency to try to avoid interaction with most other people, and is still uncomfortable around the people with whom interaction is unavoidable.
He's a member of the newspaper club, and came over to submit some material to me. So I asked him if he thought things were busier than usual in class.
Were you nervous?
I was, but him being blind made it a bit easier to talk to him.
If what Hanako's saying is true, then Lily is either using her class representative duties as an excuse to be on her own, or something's on her mind that acts as a distraction. Either way, Hanako's hunch might be worth looking into. She doesn't want to tell them that she's going back to Scotland. She's made up her mind, but she doesn't want to say anything. That's 100% what this is. Because she got kind of like this in her route, too. And after a few minutes of waiting... And there's Akira. Yo! Upon noticing us, Akira greets us with a friendly wave. Nice to see you again. It's been a while since we last saw you. Have you been busy? Extremely. That's probably not going to change much in the upcoming weeks. I hope you at least enjoyed your time off in Scotland, then. Best thing about it was our folks' beachside home. As Akira and I are exchanging small talk, I start noticing she's sneaking the occasional glance at Hanako, which is strange since Akira knows Hanako dislikes being stared at. And it wasn't just me who picked it up.
Is there something on my...
Hanako gasps before she can finish her sentence, and we have a mutual moment of clarity as we both realize what it is Akira is looking at. Or rather, looking for. Oh my god. Did Lily tell her about her having a hickey? Hanako's eyes grow wide in an expression that's a mixture of desperation and horror. I myself am mostly just annoyed. Look, her blouse is covering it up, so could you just stop looking for it already? Akira laughs heartily at my reaction. Looks like I got busted. Sorry. Wasn't sure of its exact location. Lily obviously couldn't tell me. Lily told you about this, huh? I hope she didn't merely invite you for a chance to poke fun at us. She didn't invite me. I invited myself. And no, it wasn't to poke fun at you. Well, if it makes you feel better, I've had a few crummy weeks behind me, and that silly little story cheered me up for the day. Besides, it's not a big deal. Take this from someone with experience in attending meetings with one of those things peeking out from under her collar. That's oh my god. Part of me is eager to satisfy my morbid curiosity regarding the experience Akira's talking about. I haven't forgotten the reason we came here in the first place, and I eagerly take advantage of the opening she just gave me. Crummy weeks, huh? Is it about something that also involves Lily? Huh? Makes you think that? We both feel like Lily's been a bit more distant lately. Like something's on her mind that she doesn't like to talk about. Seeing that you two share so much, we thought maybe you had a clue. Really? Akira looks pensive for a second. Why don't you join us? You can ask her yourself. We were already invited, so let's go to her place together then. Oh, Lily's theme. I get little goosebumps every time I hear it. The good kind. Ah. Sorry, guys. You know me. You know me. I love this. I love her theme so much. An arcade center, huh? That's a pretty unusual destination for a date. Since lunch today got so uncomfortable, we decided to use this opportunity to tell Lily and Akira about our date last weekend. At least the first part. They already knew more about the second half than they needed to know. We had a pretty good time. She may not seem like it at first, but Hanako has quite the competitive streak. I'ma give you an extensive massage. I would welcome it wholeheartedly. Enjoy your lurk, Mari. I could honestly go for a damn good massage right about now, though. I really, really could, just in general. Oh, I'm sure I got some knots in here somewhere. Alright, okay, cracked one elbow. The other one didn't want to crack. Yep, nope. That one didn't want to crack. Oh, but I hope your day is going good, Mari. Your day will be even better if all of you go and follow Mari and watch her yourself. Every little thing she says is just something that instantly puts a smile on your face. It doesn't matter what it is. The minute her mouth opens, you're going to be smiling. She just has that. She just has that effect on people. It does not matter what she says, what she's doing. That smile on your face is going to grow 10 sizes. That's like a superpower of hers, so go and check it out if you haven't. I'm going to cover your knots in my... Yeah, I'm willing to try anything. If it works, it works. Sorry, I'm just gonna quickly do something. Meh. Okay. We all good there. You're welcome, Mari. You're very, very welcome.
We didn't just play competitive games, though. We also teamed up in a lot of games. Both are great fun in their own way.
Did you win that little fella over there as well? Akira's noticed the plush dog sitting in Hanako's lap. Hanako nods enthusiastically.
Yes, he was lying in one of the crane games. I thought he was adorable, so we made an effort to retrieve him.
Dog is half blind. Talk about ironic. Hey, Lily, do you like animals? Have you ever had a guide dog in the past?
That issue came up a few years ago, but ultimately we decided against having one.
Early drafts for the game and stuff, they were gonna give Lily a guide dog. Or at least she would have had one. Mentioned she had one as a kid. But I believe they got rid of it because they couldn't really make the dog do too much that was super relevant to the story. They'd just be kind of there. So they just nixed it. They just nixed them entirely. It's like, there's no real point of having the dog here. They're just kind of set dressing, so let's just remove it. Yeah, keeping the place in order was already enough work for the two of us, without having to tend to an animal as well.
Well, this one's not a guide dog, but he's very sweet regardless. Would you like to adopt him, Lily?
Lily is visibly surprised by Hanako's offer.
Really? Sure.
Lily takes the little dog from Hanako and briefly examines it with her hands in order to determine its appearance.
My, how cute he is. Thank you very much, Hanako. Does he have a name already? Niji. That's a very nice name. I'll be sure to take good care of Niji for you.
Why are you giving her gifts? Not even her birthday yet.
She has been seeming a bit blue lately. I thought she could use some extra company.
Ah, isn't that sweet? What do we say now, sis? Somehow you lecturing Lily on etiquette, even in jest, feels extremely wrong. Judging by Lily's and Hanako's chuckling, I'm not the only one who feels that way. Oi, I can speak formally if I have to. I just choose not to in my free time. A nod from Lily affirms this. I'm not exactly sure what Akira's profession is, but her suit indicates a job where her usual overly casual language probably wouldn't be deemed as very appropriate. I could ask her, but right now Hanako's gaze toward me tells me she's expecting me to help her capitalize on the opening she just created. Lily, about what Hanako said earlier, I noticed it as well. If something's bugging you, you could tell the plush dog, but remember, we're also here for you.
Thank you, Hisao. I appreciate it.
Looks like she's not going to take the bait. Hey, sis. Akira's tone has changed from the lighthearted one she usually uses, and for a moment we can see her carefully contemplating and measuring her words. A trait that, until now, we thought belonged exclusively to the younger of the Sato siblings. Don't you think now would be probably a good time to tell him? I certainly think so myself. So not only is there something, but Akira's known about it too.
Before we left Scotland, you told me I had to determine my choice and the right moment to tell others myself.
I can tell that Lily's not happy with her sister butting in. Her tone is polite as usual, but also a little irritated. Akira's unfazed, however.
Yeah, but your friends are worried about you, and keeping them in the dark doesn't seem like the right thing to do. Even so. What's more, I went over to Uncle's place yesterday and told Hideaki, who may have told his sister about it.
Oh my god, so Shizune knows.
I realize the odds of it happening are slim, but wouldn't you want your friends to learn the news? But you wouldn't want your friends to learn the news from Shizune, do you?
Oh god. And they would learn it through Misha, who was so fucking loud, she would blab it to the entire class in the middle of class, because that's fucking Misha for you. That remark makes Lily visibly cringe. I was quite surprised when Hanako revealed to me that Lily and Shizune are first cousins. Seeing how Akira herself doesn't seem to be bothered by their hostility, she probably doesn't pay the feud between her sister and her cousin much heed. Still, she mercilessly used it to her own advantage just now.
Very well, then.
Lily takes some time to determine what she wants to say, occasionally fidgeting with Hanako's puppy as she does.
As you know, our parents live in the city of Inverness in Scotland. It's the town where the head office of our family's company is located. Father decided to move there 6 years ago in order to fill the executive position that opened up there, which had resulted in Mother moving there as well. Akira and I stayed behind for the sake of her job at the Japanese branch of the company and my education.
Is education really that much better here in Japan than in Scotland?
I'm not really sure, though our family has good ties with Yamaku here. The family's company is among its donors. Anyway, Akira and I were summoned there to visit an aunt of ours who had fallen ill. It was the first time in 6 years we met with our parents again. While we were there, our father gave Akira a job offer at the head office. He talked to some people at the legal department there and recommended her for a position. A position she has decided to accept.
So Akira's migrating. Despite not having siblings myself, I can see how this would affect Lily's mood. Since her parents moved to Europe years ago already, Akira must have been the closest thing she had to a paternal figure.
So, you are leaving? Permanently?
I can tell Hanako's trying to sound casual, but she doesn't really do a good job at hiding the sadness in her voice. Akira is one of the few people Hanako gets along well with, despite their contrasting personalities. So this news doesn't just mean Lily loses a sister in a way, but Hanako losing one of her few friends. That's the gist of it. I've already broken up with my boyfriend. There's no way a long-distance relationship between us would work out. If the choice had been completely mine, I would have picked a better time. But sometimes things just happen outside your control, and the best thing you can do is roll with the punches. You're kind of making it sound like you didn't have a choice in this at all. Don't get me wrong, it's still my own decision. But a side effect of the old man's recommendation was that my current career was pretty likely to hit a dead end if I declined. There were still plenty of steps on the corporate ladder I wanted to take, but in the end, my promotion could have taken place under far better circumstances. So when exactly are you leaving? Around the time your summer break starts. I've been working hard to try and tie up all the loose ends here over the last few weeks. I'd be lying if I pretended it hasn't been stressful. Loose ends? Are we a loose end as well? What about Lily? Hanako, who's been quiet for some time now, suddenly speaks up again. Lily's gonna drop the bombshell that she's going too.
I'm going to miss you, Akira.
Same here. It's fun hanging out with you guys. Nice to see my sister has such good friends here. One thing still is troubling me. Lily spoke of a decision earlier, and I can see I'm not the only one who wonders about that.
Lily, what was that decision you mentioned before about?
Lily pauses for a few seconds before speaking, clearly not completely comfortable. Here it comes.
The truth is, Hanako, that my parents also summoned me back. They want me to move back in with them when Akira transfers.
Despite the fact I'm not really that surprised by Lily's revelation after she brought up Akira's departure, This news still hits us like a bombshell. Not too long ago, Hanako and I were still talking about how it felt like there were three of us. How it felt like the three of us were like a small family. Now, one member of that family is about to leave for good. Or is she? Taking a sidelong glance at Hanako, I notice she's looking at me with a desperate look in her eyes. She wants to know whether this is final or not, but obviously she isn't sure whether she's prepared for the answer. I decide to ask the question for her. So, Lily, will you be leaving too?
I haven't made my decision yet.
No, Sao. Sorry, I thought it was a period there.
In fact, I wasn't planning on breaking this news to you two until I had made up my mind. I didn't want this matter to ruin the joy of your newly formed relationship, especially since I'm still in the process of trying to decide.
I'd be the last one who'd want to rush you, sis. That process has been going on for quite some time, and I'm not getting the impression much progress has been made. It'd be nice if I knew whether to cancel your ticket or not. You have a ticket already? Yeah, proof that the folks are eager to help her make a decision.
Akira, please.
Sorry. Akira looks at us with a weary smile. Well, now you know the gist of it. Are you here to help her make a decision as well? Nah, just to catch up on things. It's been a while since we've met face to face. I feel I've already influenced her decision too much as it is. Upon hearing that, Hanako slowly rises to her feet. I notice she's looking very tired.
We'll give you two some time alone then.
I get up as well, but before we leave, there's one more thing I want to address. Lily, speaking of which, we initially thought you were being distant in order to give Hanako and me some space.
That was still a part of the reason, Hisao. I genuinely wanted you two to spend more time together in order to deepen your relationship and grow closer. And it seems that's exactly what you and Hanako have done. In that regard, I have no regrets. But it is also true that this matter has been on my mind a lot, and I've been needing time alone in order to sort things out for myself.
Just take care not to get stuck in permanent worry mode. Seeing that we know now, you can count on Hanako and me if you want a listening ear or a shoulder to support you. Both of us would happily sacrifice our time together for your sake at this point. I take a side look at Hanako, who's nodding fervently. Before, remembering Lily can't see that.
Yes. We'll support you, Lily. Thank you, Hanako, Isao. I'll make sure to spend more time with you two from now on out. Maybe it will indeed help me take my mind off matters. I hope you can forgive me if I don't discuss this subject a lot in front of you.
Come to think of it, I bet it's been the main subject of conversation between herself and Akira, as well as her parents, ever since she's returned to Japan. She's probably really sick and tired of it already. Probably. It's a big thing. Come live in Scotland with us. You haven't seen us for, 6 years. I'm still not, I'm still not happy about that thing that happens, and I'm happy how her route ended. That scene got to me. Her leaving, her literally leaving. Just leaving Japan and us literally helping pack the car and watching her drive off with Akira. Dude, it hurts. That scene fucking hurts.
That's okay, Lily.
Without much more to discuss, we say our goodbyes to Lily and Akira. As we leave the room, Hanako gives me a quiet goodnight kiss and enters her room without saying anything. I would have liked to accompany her, but I guess she wants to be alone for a while. I just hope she's not going to bottle up whatever she's feeling right now. I'm going to make a quick save, just so I can see how many... Okay, we start at Chapter 8. Oh, we're at Chapter 10. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually. Yeah, I like that. I'm also going to go to the bathroom real fast. I really got to go, so BRB. I am back. I'm just going to ignore that. As I put on my pajamas and take my dose of pills for the night, my mind continues wandering on Lily's revelation and what it means for us, and especially Hanako. Until I came to Yamaku, Lily was the only friend Hanako had here. Possibly the only person Hanako had here, or pretty much anywhere else. What kind of effect would the loss of such a person have on Hanako? After getting into bed, I spend some time staring at the ceiling and try to digest this evening's events. Maybe it's still too early to jump to conclusions. Lily said she was still deciding, and I doubt she'd just say that to ease our minds while she's already certain what she's gonna do. Especially not with Akira sitting nearby. It takes another moment before I realize the strange sound is coming from my door. It's as if a dog is scratching it on the other side. Is that Kenji? It's kind of late for him to try and bug me about something. At least he's being more considerate than usual. Usually he bangs on the door with enough force to wake up everyone in the building. And I get out of bed, turn on the lights, and unlock the door. But before I can prepare a lecture about the importance of someone's daily 8 hours of rest, the door flies open and someone zips past me before I can even react. Damn it, Kenji, what the Hanako? Oh yeah, she shouldn't be in here right now. If it's nighttime, she's not supposed to be inside the male dorm. They're completely separate buildings, and he's not supposed to be there. And so she's not supposed to be here. Sure enough, the unexpected visitor who forced herself into my room in such a blunt manner is none other than my girlfriend, who's standing in front of me with a nervous expression on her face.
Did I wake you up?
The noise he made was hardly enough to qualify as knocking. If I had already been asleep, there's no way that would have woken me up.
I didn't want to risk waking anyone else.
Yeah, waking up anyone else. Fuck. Learn to read. Good point. Sneaking across campus and into the guy's dorm at night was already a risky move, especially on her part, but causing a ruckus in the middle of the dorm hallway would have been a scandal in its own right. Kenji would probably flip if he found a girl knocking on doors here at night. Oh god, Kenji. I'm surprised we haven't seen him at all. I am surprised we have not seen Kenji. He's already convinced Hanako's burns are the result of a bra burning gone horribly wrong. He'd probably take her presence here as a sign that the feminist movement was getting ready for nocturnal deportations or something equally outlandish. It's okay. I'd ask her what she came here to do, but I already have a pretty good idea. Do you want to stay here for the night? I'm okay with it if you do. She gives me a faint smile and nods softly.
Thanks. I could use some comfort.
She sits on my bed and starts removing her shoes and stockings. I swallow a lump in my throat. Does she mean that kind of comfort? She's not even asking me to turn around. Hanako, by comfort, do you mean comfort? Okay then. She unbuttons her blouse and pulls it off in a single move, revealing her nightgown?
Just comfort.
Looks like I dodged a bullet there. I try to recall what I've been reading lately. Whatever it was, I'd better avoid it in the future. Of course. After Hanako has finished taking off her blouse and skirt, putting them in a neat pile beside my clothes, I turn off the lights and get back into bed. Moments later, I can feel her lying down next to me and snuggling up to me. For several minutes, we just lie there, holding each other, lazily playing footsie, and me softly stroking her hair and scalp. Something I've lately learned she really likes. I'll be honest, I like when my hair's played with. It's not much of it, not really. I mean, it's kind of long right now, but I like the little head pats and stuff. I like that. It's nice. I very much do enjoy. That's just me. On my first impression, I didn't really have Hanako pegged for a very physical person. She already tended to get nervous when people came near her, and I expected being touched would probably cause her to flee the scene in a heartbeat. I started having second thoughts about that impression when she got drunk and really clingy with me during her birthday party. And after I started dating her, I discovered that beneath her skittish nature, Hanako's actually quite the snuggle bunny in private. Ah, I love snuggles. I love snuggling and cuddling and all that. I like that stuff. I like it a lot. I continue running my hand through her hair until I can feel her relax, and lay her head on my chest so she can listen to my heartbeat. Another thing she likes to do. I'm not sure if she wants to talk to me about this, or simply wants physical comfort. In a way, it's already a good thing she came here instead of pretending nothing's wrong and bottling things up inside. Do you want to talk for a bit?
Yes.
How do you feel about Lily's announcement?
I feel sad. My first thought was, why now?
Thanks for the bits, Jake. Thank you, buddy. Hope your day's going well. Huh?
Lately, I've started to become more motivated to turn my life around. Like you have. That includes my friendship with Lily. But now I wonder if I'll even get the chance for that.
Maybe you should tell her that. Your word might just tip the scales. I wouldn't be surprised if you were one of the main reasons she's still not sure what to do.
Me? What do you mean?
I take a moment to put my thoughts in order. I don't think I'm wrong about this, but how do I best explain this to Hanako? Akira made her choice with her career in mind, but Lily doesn't seem to have any ambitions of getting a big shot corporate job. The last time we spoke about figuring out what to do after Yamaku, you mentioned Lily wanted to study English, didn't you?
Yes, she wants to be an English teacher.
She can study English in Scotland as well. It doesn't matter what she does concerning her education. Heck, her parents might just hire private tutors, seeing that they seem well off. And she can find a job as a teacher either here or there. Over there, she could also teach Japanese if she liked.
Uh-huh.
So what else could determine her choice? Well, there's relatives, I guess. Lily said it's been 6 years since she last met her parents before that last trip. I had the impression this evening that Lily and Akira are estranged from their family. Did Lily ever mention them to you?
No. She talks about Akira all the time, but never brings up her parents. I don't think she talks to them very often. She phones her sister every few days, but I've never seen or heard her talk to her parents either.
How do you think she feels about them? Akira doesn't like them. That's impossible to miss. But Lily wasn't that blatant with her opinion.
I'm really not sure. I think she's neutral about them.
Neutral? Is that even possible?
She seemed uncomfortable about Akira's outbursts about their parents, but didn't defend them in any way.
She's definitely not neutral towards Akira, though. And Akira will be migrating. The only other family she has contact with around here seems to be Shizune, and that's hardly positive contact. So if she doesn't dislike her parents, and the sister she loves is leaving for a country where Lily herself will have no problems finishing her education, why exactly is she still trying to make up her mind? Shouldn't the decision be easy? He brings up a good point. He actually brings up a really damn good point. But, like, at the same time, she had made up her mind pretty easily back in the Lily route, in her own route. Like, even though she was dating Hisao, she, like, pretty much decided immediately,
I'm going to go back to Scotland. I'm sorry, Hisao. I was trying to think of a way to break it to you.
I do not have a nerd 500 redeem golden.
Nice try. How you doing, buddy? She has many friends here, too.
True, but the two of us seem to be the only ones she regularly invites to her room. And we're the ones she took along to her family's summer home in Hokkaido. And while I'm sure Lily considers me a good friend, I think the title of best friend goes unavoidably to you. If there's one person she'd be considering staying here for, it has to be you. Hanako was silent for a long while, the gentle rubbing of her feet against mine the only indication she hasn't spontaneously fallen asleep. I don't think she disagrees with the logic behind my argument. It's probably her own unsteady sense of self-worth that's denying the possibility someone else could consider her important enough to decline an emigration opportunity for. Still, after a long deliberation, she silently nods. So I think if you don't want her to go, you should consider asking her to stay. Or if that prospect makes you uneasy, perhaps I could...
No!
Her sudden exclamation startles me a bit, which in turn startles her.
I mean, please don't.
Why not? I realize it's not a competition, and Lily's not a prize to be won, but her parents don't seem to mind doing their part to help her reach a destination if Akira is to be believed. You don't have to nag her about it, but making your position clear can't hurt in my opinion.
Because...
She hesitates for a bit, then mumbles something. I can't hear you very well.
Because that would ruin what our friendship is about. Or rather, what I'd like our friendship to be about.
Could you explain that to me?
Sometimes I wonder if Lily thinks of me as a true friend, or simply as someone who needs looking after. Because despite her always being there for me, I haven't been able to do anything for her. Even now, while she was struggling with this summons, I couldn't help her.
But you can now. She wasn't planning to tell us, but we found out, and now we can be there for her, right? You can be there for her just like you're here for me.
Maybe. But I don't want to ask her to stay for my sake. What if she would rather live with her family, and me asking her to stay would make her stay here out of a sense of duty towards me? What kind of friendship would we have then?
In the end, the decision remains with her, Hanako. If we're not going to ask her to consider staying here, the only other thing we can do is cross our fingers and support her choice, no matter what it is.
And provide some distraction when she needs it.
According to Akira, the departure will be soon. Maybe we should postpone our dates for the time being and focus on hanging out with Lily.
Hisao?
Yeah?
If the two of us hang out with Lily all the time, she'll feel like the third wheel and might back away from us.
Then maybe it should be just you spending some additional time with her for a while.
But you're my boyfriend.
I'm not going anywhere. You just hang out with Lily, and maybe you'll get around to convincing her to stay, even if you don't end up asking her directly.
Okay.
Hanako?
Yes?
If I don't go to sleep soon, I'll miss my morning jog tomorrow. And Emmy cursing like a sailor is a very ugly sight.
Good night then, Hisao.
Good night, Hanako.
And Hisao?
Yes? She gives me a quick kiss. Ah.
Thank you.
God damn it, these two are fucking adorable. Ah. Okay, I'm definitely saving here. This is a long scene, we're already at 2 hours, and I've spoken a lot. But hey, we're on chapter 11 of 17, so it'll probably take maybe 2 or 3 more streams for me to finish this off. And of course we're into an ad. That's fine. But we are going to end here. Yeah, we are going to end here for the day. Wow. Just holy crapola, guys. Oh, I gotta wait for that ad to go before I go into a very long diatribe about anything right now. I don't want you guys to miss that much. I can actually take this moment to get the new schedule loaded here. Yeah, perfect. Actually, at the same time, let me rename this file finally. There we go, and I'll put it up top. What is this picture? Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I am glad we got that much farther through. We went from like chapter 8 or whatever all the way to start chapter 11. We're pretty close. Again, 17 chapters in Act 1. That's what everyone's saying online. That's what's adapting. All of Act 1, which is 17 chapters. Apparently, the fic itself is more or less divided into about 5 or 6 acts. Which, holy shit, that's a lot. That is a lot. Like, god damn. I am very much liking it, though. I am still liking it. I've had to skip a lot in front of you guys, obviously, because I'm not reading out sex scenes. I'm sorry. That just ain't something I am comfy with. I'm also going to make the thumbnail for this right now, and by make the thumbnail, it's just changing a 1 to a 5. Very simple. I love it when it's in parts, where I can just do that. Just update the part number. Alright, cool. Thumbnail made, so I can get this preset and loaded and ready to go on to good old YouTube for you guys to watch. Because, well, again, it is all going to be on there. It is all on the YouTubes. Be there the day after, if I remember to load it all in time. Ready for your viewing pleasure, without the random bad breaks. And you can skip through the yawning and very quiet moments where I say nothing, possibly, or when I gotta take breaks. You know, all that fun jazz. You can skip through that stuff, which is good. Awesome. Break is almost up. Break is almost up. Break is almost up. The ad break is almost done, and ad break is done. Cool. So, schedule for next week. I have it done, ready to go. Boom. There it is. I might be pushing myself a little bit with this one, but Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. Metal Gear Solid. Gotta play some more Metal Gear. I only did one stream of it so far, and I could probably finish it off in those 5 streams. More than likely, I could finish it off in those streams. More than likely. Metal Gear Solid is not that long of a game. It is pretty simple to figure out and do. Metal Gear. Just say everything. Just whatever you say. I repeat the last word as a question. That's the Solid Snake way. So yeah, Monday to Friday, Metal Gear Solid, 6 o'clock. If we happen to finish it early, I might just go back to this to try to finish off a little more of it. Potentially. We'll see. We'll see. The Saturday and Sunday I'm taking off because I still want to give myself at least 2 days off from streaming, and also that's Easter, so I'm pretty sure I'm doing something on the Sunday anyway? Pretty sure, so yeah, it's just kind of, I'll just take the day off completely anyway, no matter what, and take the Saturday too, so I'm giving myself that weekend off. Just that weekend off. Yeah, very, very simple schedule this week. Very simple. Anyway, yeah, well, actually, I have a pretty good amount of people in here right now. I'm rather pleased. I love seeing that. Oh my god. Don't really have anyone on the list to raid though, so that's fine. That's okay. That's perfectly okay. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. So, yeah, thank you everybody, for watching, commenting, lurking for the bits. I appreciate it very, very much, guys. Yeah, be back tomorrow at 6 for some Metal Gear. So, until then, I hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your night, and I'll see you next time.